What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Looking at something. Every time I get on here to do a video, I see something that I need to check out. Stay focused though. So it's early in the morning here in Ohio. I have been gone out of this garden for 5 days or so. I took some time out to vacation. It was lovely. I did miss my garden space though. And you know, I gotta see what's going on with it. I got a plant that's like totally leaning over that I gotta look at. But I got my coffee and let's get into it. So my little deck garden first. As you can see, there is already some things hanging over. Now, you know, if you ask the kids to check your garden, you need to be real specific about what it is you mean. So I had asked my daughter, I said, "Daughter, can you check my garden? Make sure all the plants is doing okay." She said, "Yeah, sure, Mom." So I said, "How they doing?" She said, "They look all right." Some of these plants do not look all right, y'all. Now, what I didn't show y'all is before I went on vacation, I got a couple of plant deals. Got this cantaloupe, which is now very dead looking. A lot of this stuff didn't get watered. It was supposed to rain. It did rain. But here's the thing about rain. You have to make sure that that rain is going to be sufficient and deep enough. It was not. My rosemary still looks good, but it was some digging here, so I had to figure out what's going on with the digging there. But you have to see and make sure that the rain is enough. A few sprinkles on and off is not going to be enough to sufficiently keep your plants watered and moisturized. So if you're going to go ahead and water, rely on the rain, if it's going to rain a couple of days, please make sure that that rain is sufficient. So look at my poor little zinnias. They are gone. My celery is still looking okay. Most of this stuff is still looking okay. What is this? A broccoli? Cauliflower. Cauliflower. This stuff is still looking fine. Most of this stuff in here still looks okay. This plant right here is dry. That's a cantaloupe, but it can probably be saved. But it was on the edge. See, these plants here, I got this overhang right here. So most of my plants, I went ahead and sat, you know, out on my deck, out in the open, so that they can get watered. These ones here did not receive that same treatment, so some of these died back. But I have plenty of cantaloupe, and cantaloupes grow fast, so that's okay. All of this stuff still looks good, as you can see. Yesterday, y'all, when I came home, this stuff was looking crazy. It was all drooped over like it hadn't been watered since I left. I am so thankful for that downpour of rain yesterday, because I'm telling you, let me come around here. I'm telling you, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not looking good. All of this stuff has bounced back. My zinnias, my deal, this marigold's getting ready to flower. All this stuff looks good. Broccoli down there, peppers are coming through just like that. Now, what I am worried about, take a little sip of this coffee, is my garlic. I forgot about my garlic. It has gotten wet, so I can't leave this garlic out here like this. It's wet, y'all. I'm gonna have to let it dry, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and preserve it. So I'll probably do that sometime today. I don't want it to, the last time my garlic got wet like that, it rotted out And I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to have to go ahead and preserve it. Alright, so garden deck, check. It's looking okay. Now, it must have rained hard yesterday. I started a couple garden projects that bed need to be put together. That was gifted from a friend, which is nice. And my cooler need to be put. There's a lot of stuff back here. Listen, when you're going on vacation, sometimes you start that project and you got to go. You ain't got time. All of this stuff is looking okay though. And good thing I laid down some snail bait. But none of this stuff was, all of this stuff was fine. Except for, this is my raspberry bush. It is leaning, seriously leaning to the side. What's up with you, raspberry bush? You too heavy? And I can't do any, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it without any gloves on. Because, but see, some of my raspberries is ready. But I'm going to have to do something about this with some gloves on. Because raspberry bush, this is not a thornless raspberry bush. And I'm not about to get poked. Now, what I will say is, this weather's been really inconsistent. Oh, even this raspberry bush and this stuff is leafing out over here. But y'all can't really see that. Because this big old raspberry bush that has fell over from the rain is in the way. So, look like all of this stuff looks good. Now you know it's gonna be some stuff that ain't gonna look good, right? Y'all know I ain't just walking through here and everything looks amazing. Some of this stuff don't. I checked quickly last night to see what was going on, and what's up with this bush? I keep looking at it hoping it's gonna do something. But it hasn't. It hasn't. But anyway, I covered these blackberries. You can probably see this netting because they look beautiful. And I ain't going to have nothing to eat my blackberries. Let's walk on in this garden. And I will show y'all what don't look good. Well, some of these peas need to be picked. See how full these pea pods are? They looking kind of nice. Yeah, I picked some of these peas today. Go ahead and pick some of those. The ones that are resi. So, I got to do some fixing up in this garden space. And actually, looking at it, it's not as bad as I thought. Most of the stuff is doing okay. That's my snail and slug bait. See, despite the rain, my tatsoi looks really good. These tomatoes, I don't know why they're bushing out rather than getting taller. But I got to come in here and do something with those. And as you can see, I got like pea plants in the back. Now, what's the problem then, right? Well, I'm glad you asked. Something is in my potatoes. As you can see. You see that potato down there? And y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I was on my way out and I threw this, drink some of that coffee. I threw this together. I did. Like, I didn't really secure it like I needed to. This looks fine. These potatoes had gotten chewed down by pests. This one here, the same. This potato, it was sprouted. I just have to rebury it. It didn't chew down my sweet potatoes, ironically. Oh, let me not break the leaves. Jeez. It did not chew down my sweet potatoes, ironically. But something has been digging. So it could be a cat. Or it could be baby groundhog. I had a mother groundhog. See this hole? What y'all think that is? I had a mother groundhog in this garden, and the mother groundhog I trapped and released. The baby groundhog I didn't catch, and I done lost the part to my trap, y'all. So I'm gonna have to buy a new trap and see if I can get something going there, and trap that baby groundhog, and then go ahead and cover. So all of this stuff looks good. Like I ain't having no issues. I got some catnip over there. This basil's coming in. For Ohio, plants don't really even get going until June. These bachelor buttons is getting ready to open. That's some holy basil in there. So I gotta do some maintenance. I haven't even finished with this rain barrel. I started this rain barrel project, and it's a little water in here, but it ain't a lot, y'all. I gotta get something going with that. I got a plan for that. This potato bed is overrun. I had to do something with that. Just checking things out. Checking things out, y'all. Look like my pole bean got ate. I'm gonna plant some more pole beans, and I'm gonna plant them in abundance. But I do have another pole bean over there coming up, and I got a bush bean right there underneath that basket, and these potatoes are still doing their thing, so that looks all right. Now things are growing slowly, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm getting a little impatient, because I'm like, listen, y'all growing or not, some of this stuff, I feel like some of this stuff should have grown like a little bit bigger by now. But I have to remember that it's only June, and that I still have time. So, look at that slug. Now you gonna have to get up off my marigold. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some, knock this slug off. I didn't put any slug bait in this bed, but see, if you come out here early in the morning, you will be able to see where these slugs is at. I don't know if this slug will affect this marigold or not, but I don't want him on there. So I'm gonna take this here stick and I'm gonna knock his butt off. Oh, get on off of there. Get on off of there. Now, I do gotta do some top dressing. I guess this stuff is growing just fine. It just all seems to be growing kind of slow. If y'all are in Ohio or in the northeast like I am, is y'all stuff growing slow? Just saying. Oh, see, look at this potato here, and it's got a slug on it. Animal has knocked this potato out of the bed. But look at these potatoes. They looking pretty rough. There's potatoes here. I have one that's still rooted, and some sweet potatoes in here. But look, all of these potatoes have been uprooted. Some of them, not all, I won't say all of them, but some of them have definitely been uprooted. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and address and cover. But I got to get that other trap ASAP, which I will do. Something was digging over here. As you can see, this bed is all rumpled up. It's done took out my onion. See my little onion? So my onions are ruffled. I'll have to put them back. So that'll have to happen. And of course, these potatoes right here. This potato bag is the same. It's been rumpled too. So dirt all on the ground. That's how they gonna do me, y'all. That's how they gonna do me. But you know, those potatoes can be replanted, and I am going to replant them. Nothing is chewed down, so I do think that overall I am getting ahead of this pest issue. Like this celery that I put in here, it could have got chewed down. This here mint that's establishing, it could have got chewed down, but it didn't. All of my garlic, all of this stuff looks okay. These onions, I mean these peppers sure look frumpy. Anyway, I'm sidetracked. But got some flowers. Oh yeah, see, it's a slug right there too. I gotta put some slug bait down. That's all. But if I got, so these are female flowers right here. Somebody asked me how you can tell. I mean, these are male flowers, not female flowers. Somebody asked me how you could tell. You see how these male flowers got the stem on it, just like that? I got a whole video on this and pollination that I will link in the description. Look, slugs all over here. And so all I got, I think, are all male. See, it's a flower down there. I'm not gonna uncover these beds because they got a lot going on. Got to do something with this weed right here. Get this out of here. But they are starting to flower. All of these look like males. I got to do some more planting. I plan on having a lot of beans and stuff this year. So, yeah, I definitely got to do some planting. Oh my God, there's slugs all over this stuff. Look. That's all right. I'm going to go ahead and get my slug bait. We're going to take care of this issue. Because guess what? Y'all are not about to get my stuff. Look like this cabbage trying to form a head. Let's see. Yeah, it's trying. So overall, not too bad. Couple casualties, but I had this stuff with the potatoes. I had that going on before I left, and in this bed, everything is still everything a-okay. See, nothing ate, nothing chewed down, no damaged deer. So, you know, that's the garden. If you come out early in the morning, it is a good time to check your crops. You can come, check them out, see what's going on, see where there is damage, see if things are growing, and I think things are looking okay. I think they're looking well. I'm gonna just say they're looking well for now. Patience is the key. All of this stuff in this bed looks okay. These watermelons, just for the record, y'all, I planted several watermelons. I told y'all I was planting several things in several spots. And these watermelons, they haven't taken off yet, but it just hasn't been warm enough. Watermelons need consistent, hot weather. You know what I haven't had in Ohio? Consistent hot weather. These are this milkweed. I think this is milkweed. It's starting to bloom. I'm gonna let it. Assessment looks good though. It don't look bad. They don't look bad. Potatoes are popping up. They look good. This is the first time I did potatoes in the ground, so I'm curious to see how they do. Wonder if I could stick something in this spot. What y'all think? Wildflowers? I'm gonna try it. And this bed ain't doing too well. It put on this one flower. I feel like my zucchinis and squash usually be bigger than this. But it's exhibiting some growth. I'm gonna plant some more in there just in case. I thought I planted some pole beans back there, but ain't nothing come up, so I'm gonna replant those. Some of this stuff is looking really squiggly scraggly though. And I ain't 100% sure why. I did use some what they call organic humus and what's it called, manure last year, but I thought when I put it down it would have the full season to break down, but that may have played a part in why things aren't growing like I think they should. Got some peas coming up right here, a couple pea plants that are doing, just 3 that are sugar snaps that are doing well. I don't know if that organic humus and manure played a part in why things aren't, I don't feel like they're thriving as much as they could be. But you know, I'm on the watch and wait game and see, you know, maybe they are, because places where I say it hasn't exhibited any growth, that's not necessarily true. Gotta get my coffee. Make sure no bugs on it. There is some growth. It just feel like things are growing slow. But at any rate, y'all, I'm gonna stay the course because I really feel like this gardening thing is gonna take some patience. I ain't good at that part, but you know, it's gonna make me be good at it. I'm gonna have to do it. All right, y'all, that's it. Y'all take care. If you go on vacation and you ask your kids to check on your plants, you make sure you be real specific and let them know. Ask them, you got to say, stick your finger in my soil and see, does it feel dry? Don't say just take a look, because if you say go look at my plants and see if they dry, they're gonna be like, yeah, ma, they fine. They ain't fine, y'all. They are not invested. All right, that's gonna do it. Y'all take care. Y'all pray for me because this is my first day back at work after 10 days. I ain't feeling it, but it's gotta happen anyway. All right, y'all, I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye for now.